Welcome into Colts Talk, presented by Prize Picks. Billy Beebe back with you, and yep, one more mock draft. Why not? There's just hours remaining before the 2026 NFL Draft. Once that gets underway, there's no more mocks. There's no more to look at unless you're, round one and on and whatnot. So we wanted to give you one more to get ready for the NFL Draft. But first, we're going to ask you guys, if you want the Colts to knock it out of the park, we are asking you to like the video right now. It'll help the Colts, bring them good momentum, bring them good juju, however you want to put it. Hit that like button right now. A reminder, Sauce Gardner is your first-round pick. I know some of you like that joke. Some of you do not. No first-rounder for the Indianapolis Colts. They'll have 2 picks in the 7th round. So definitely a very interesting set of picks, but a lot of good opportunities for Indianapolis to make a difference on their team. We go to pick 47 right away. And a lot of you asked for this in our other mocks, and I thought it was a good recommendation by you, so I added it in here. Here's who's available at this point in time from the mock draft I ran. Look, I want to point out, I think it's important to point out, D'Angelo Pons is gaining steam. He is getting more recognition. He is being talked about more. I know Colts fans love him. I think he could be a great fit. But you look here, he's not available, right? Cleveland took him in this mock draft that I did here. I've also seen Cincinnati taking him just before the Colts. D'Angelo Pons is a very real option to be off the board. However, you look at the guys available, good options to fill multiple needs on your team. Keionte Scott, Malachi Lawrence, A.J. Haulcy, Jacob Rodriguez, all these guys here, could fill roles for you. However, with the 47th pick, in the 2nd round, 2026 NFL Draft, I am going with Keionte Scott. Some corner, some safety, defensive back, I think is all kind of put into one for this guy who played a little bit of nickel, a little bit of safety, mainly nickel actually for Miami last season, but has in the past played some safety, some nickel. Look, this is your Kenny Moore replacement, right? And that's essentially what happens here for the Colts. Pons off the board. I want that Kenny Moore replacement, and I'll get into the situation at linebacker more in just a second. Really getting a playmaker to put in this position for the Colts, which is what I like a lot. He has the ability to make things happen, not sit back and try and figure out what to do. Get out there and do it. And, of course, you may have seen him go viral for his numbers, right? His testing numbers. Dude's a speedster. He has elite speed. You're reading that correctly. Elite speed there from Keionte Scott. I also do want to note with him and the pick of a defensive back, corner, again, safety. He's done a little bit of everything. This is your Kenny Moore replacement. At this point in time, I was not comfortable taking a linebacker and hoping the right corner would be there in the next couple of rounds. I think now is your time to take a defensive back, and the run on linebackers, you will have better options as you get farther in the draft. So I know a lot of you, Jake Golday is a great option. Jacob Rodriguez is a great option. The farther you get into the draft, I will say, the less likely you're going to be able to find a difference maker in the defensive back position like Keionte Scott. Today's show is presented by Prize Picks. Had to remind you guys because right now I'm using the Prize Picks app every single day. You say to yourself, every single day? That's right. The Prize Picks app is the best place to win cash while watching sports. Basketball playoffs are red hot right now. Daily baseball games. And if you want to try something different, go golf, go soccer. Yeah, those are available right now on Prize Picks. Look, my favorite part about Prize Picks always has been, always will be how easy it is to play. You just select the players you want to be a part of your lineup, few stats, more or less, and lock it in. That's it. Good example right here. This is a season-long lineup of a couple quarterbacks, Dak Prescott, Joe Burrow. I went more. Dak's passing touchdowns, Burrow's passing yards. Yeah, and if you're like, dude, you're crazy, fine. Hit that less. Go more, go more, just like I did. Your options are all right there for you. Also, right now, if you follow some of your favorite chat sports personalities like myself on Twitter, you can do the exact same thing on Prize Picks. Yes, it's just like a social media platform on there right now. Give me a follow at Billy_BB, and you can see what picks we're making every single day. A new user offer going on right now. You download the Prize Picks app today with the link in the comments and the description. Use code HMA, and you'll get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. That's code HMA to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks, it's good to be right. I promised you a linebacker, didn't I? Yes. Anthony Hill Jr. available in the 3rd round at pick number 78 for the Indianapolis Colts. An extremely athletic linebacker and a guy that I could see being the Colts' best linebacker for years to come. I really believe that. And that's your 3rd round pick, right? And you see on our guy Tom Downey's rankings, a top 50 pick, right, in the 70s. That's a good get. If you had reached on a linebacker, I don't think you can guarantee yourself a very good defensive back to fill in for Kenny Moore at this point in time. So I'm very happy with the idea of going corner linebacker for the Colts at this point in time. I know there's going to be some disagreement there. I know there's going to be some debate there. But I went Keionte Scott at 47 and then Anthony Hill Jr. With this pick at number 78. However, if you disagree, I want to give you guys the opportunity to go back. Who should Indy take with their 47th pick? Somebody else you had in mind? Are you hey, Pons will be there, I believe it? Fine, go for it. Give me a name down below. We have talked about this guy before. No shame. I'm bringing him right back to the forefront for Colts fans to see and understand and discuss. Brenen Thompson, the wide receiver, and a new possible wide receiver for Indianapolis, a position they need to kind of get in there and make a difference with it here. His rocket booster legs are what I really, really like. Feet, ankles, whatever you want to say, wherever you put the rocket boosters. He's got that 2nd level speed, and we've seen the Colts really do a good job of utilizing Alec Pierce in that scenario, and I think you're going to use Alec Pierce in different ways now, so why not give Brenen Thompson the opportunity, the Mississippi State wide receiver? Give him that chance to step into a new role and try something different. I think also the guys in the room that the Colts have right now, Thompson could learn a lot from them and take from their skills and their journeys and things like that. Westbrook-Ikhine, I think, is a great example of a guy Thompson could learn from and find a new role in Indy. We go offense. Yeah, that's right. We're going to go with a running back, Kaytron Allen from Penn State. He was a part of a 1-2 punch. It was Kaytron Allen and Nick Singleton. This is your bully back, your physical back, your punch you in the mouth back. Not necessarily going to be your running back of the future. I don't want to post him up that way. I just think in this running back room, you have to have options and weapons. Good 25 from Kaytron Allen, despite Penn State not necessarily playing well, and they really leaned on Kaytron Allen with Nick Singleton ending up having an injury here. And I think it's one of those situations where, you're kind of saying to yourself, running back, really? We're going running back right now? Guys, I look at this room, they need a little bit extra. They need a little bit more, whether it be competition, physicality, a guy people know. I think all those things go into it, so I'd like to see Kaytron Allen get the chance to be a part of that room because I think the Colts need a little extra juice in the running back room in this point in time. Excited about draft week? Coming days, multiple days of draft picks. Contain your excitement? No, let it out. Be a part of draft week. You can join us here at Chat Sports. All you have to do, subscribe. We'll get your comments on the videos. We'll see what you guys are liking, how you're feeling about the picks, reacting to the picks in real time as we put videos out. Be a part of draft week. Hit that sub button right now. All right, we'll go back to defense and a position that the Colts have as a position of need right now. Again, I've talked in the past, similar to the running back room. I look at the linebacker room. I don't think they have enough. I don't love what they have there. Jack Kelly from BYU would do a really good job on that weak side for the Colts. Coverage-wise, I don't love it. I'm going to be opposite. I think that's his weakness, and I've talked with Tom about that, Tom Downey here at Chat Sports, and he agreed that's a weakness for him. You see it in his scouting report. He's a bit stiff, but he is a very physical player. I think he's, A, going to help you stop the run a little bit, and I think, B, he does give you some pass rush ability, at least to get physical with some of the tackles and try and mix things up and poke at the tackles a little bit more. And again, the weakness there that you'll have to watch and when you plug him in and how you make him fit, definitely going to be the coverage situation there. You go from filling a need or helping a need with Jack Kelly to addressing another need, which is the pass rush. Look, you have a lot of needs, and I think pass rush is definitely up there. I don't think it is like have to address it at 47. Michael Heldman is one of those guys. And the big thing here, one thing I noted with Heldman, high motor. That's the big thing, and Tom agreed with that too. You can see that on his description. Central Michigan guy. Not one of the bigger schools and playing, all the top tier competition all the time. But I like Michael Heldman, and I think his ability to maybe find a fit somewhere in the Colts and compete with the Colts and be a part of their preseason goings could be a nice addition for Indianapolis. And then, yes, a quarterback. Indy is looking at a late-round quarterback. My pick here was Luke Altmyer. I know we also discussed Taylon Green in the past. Altmyer is more point guard prototype quarterback. The arm is not necessarily there, but he was clutch in college, and I really like what he did at Illinois. I think you could argue up to the Big Ten title, Illinois might have given Ohio State the most trouble after Texas. So, you can go back and watch that game. He was solid against a very good Ohio State defense. And again, this would be your backup to get in there and kind of, just correctly run an offense if he's playing at that point in time, right? I think that is his best ability. Keep using the term point guard because I think that's the best description for Luke Altmyer. All right, let's recap it real quick before you give me a grade. Defensive back, safety, cornerback, Keionte Scott to fill that Kenny Moore role. It looks like Kenny Moore's on his way out. Anthony Hill Jr., a good addition at the linebacker position. You need to fill it. Brenen Thompson at wide receiver. Kaytron Allen. Yes, I went running back in round 5. We continue. Jack Kelly, another linebacker added. Can also get after the quarterback a little bit. Michael Heldman, pass rush ability is there. And yes, Indy is looking at a quarterback. Luke Myers actually visited with Indianapolis, so that is definitely something to note there. Real quick, as we finish out today's video, that's my final mock for the Indianapolis Colts. Only one thing left to do. Grade it.